When I was about 10 and a half, a year after being in Svinchan, they opened up a small yeshiva. The yeshiva, the house of Joseph in Svinchan, was called. The studies were from 9 to 5. And children ages 6 to 11 were eligible to go there. Of course, my mother, I say my mother because my father was, he was a vegetable. She used to give me lunch to eat, and I go there. They didn't have to pay anything. There were the two rabbis and a Rosh Yeshiva, the head of the yeshiva. So, since I didn't know anything, they interviewed me, and I didn't know the alphabet even. So they put me with the sixth graders there. And I was about the same height and the same size as they are, but I was already 11. So they called me the stupid one. See, the other children went to Cheder. And they knew not only the alphabet, they knew how to read. But I didn't know nothing. So I was the stupid one. So after a while there, I went to eat lunch by myself because I got tired to be called the stupid one. The stupid one. So after a while I was sitting by myself. One time the Rosh Yeshiva, his name was Rabbi Farfel. He walks by, during lunchtime, I'm eating by myself in a different corner of the building. How come you're eating by yourself? Why not together with the other boys? So I started to cry. And after he talked to me and I relaxed, I told him my life story. He listened that very nicely, listens after what I said. And after he finished, he said, I have a remedy for it. One of the teachers, and sometimes myself, will stay with you 1 hour every day after school, after learning, till 6 o'clock, and bring you up till you come up to your 11-year-old grade. I couldn't believe it. It's possible. So when I came home, I said to my mother, and that was winter at the time, and it gets dark about 4:30, 5 o'clock there. She said to me, no, it cannot be done. I said, why? I love to learn. She said, look, you're a little boy. You might be 11 years old, but you're still a little boy. When you go home at 5, you go with the whole group. Nobody will bother you. This was Poland, of course, and they didn't like the Jews. No, with the group, nobody will bother you. But if you go by yourself at 6 o'clock, not only you'll be by yourself going, but it will also be dark. And a boy like you cannot go in the dark. In the dark by yourself at 5 o'clock. The next day I came to the school. I told the Rosh Yeshiva what he said. He said, your mother is right, but I have a remedy for that. About halfway, we'll make a certain spot. Halfway, one of the teachers we'll go with you at 6 o'clock. Then the other halfway, your father would wait for you there, and your father will take you home. When I came home that day, I said, oh, in that case, he says, yes. Okay. All right. So that was, it took about 4 to 4.5 months. And I was at the 11th, and then I was almost 11 and a half, but I was with my group. But since I developed such a love for learning, by the time I was 12, I was already with the 12 years old. And I was the best in class. And when it came to the day of the bar mitzvah, they had to put a chair next to the pulpit for me to reach the pulpit. I was that small. I looked like a 6-7-year-old. But I was 13 already. When we came home, my parents, all they had was a herring, 1 bottle of whiskey, and a cake. We called in our neighbors, about maybe half a dozen neighbors, and that was the party, my bar mitzvah party. After the bar mitzvah, the Yeshiva said to me, there is nothing more you can learn here, because you have a great talent in learning, and it is a shame for you to do anything else. You have such a talent that I've very seldom saw something like that. And therefore, I would like you to go to a bigger yeshiva. So I came home and said it. But my parents said, no, this is absolutely nothing. You need to learn a trade.